Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Jeopardy! Host Ken Jennings recently rubbed salt in a contestant's wound following a key blunder while competing on the show. What happened, and how did Jennings make things worse? For Jeopardy! Watchers who have been tuning into the show of late, the program has been the Isaac Hirsch Show. The reigning champion is in the middle of an impressive winning streak on the game show, and audiences are coming back to see whether or not he can continue to extend his winning run. In addition to Jeopardy! Testing the knowledge of both contestants and viewers at home, one aspect that keeps watchers coming back for more is the impressive winning streaks that players can put together over the course of their time filming. Right now, Isaac Hirsch is the man to beat. A Jeopardy! Player named Brenna found the last daily double with $6,200 compared to Isaac Hirsch's $11,000. She only wagered $3,000 instead of putting it all on the line, which would have allowed her to take the coveted lead. A risk, to be sure. Brenna ended up getting her total up to $9,200. So in theory, if she did take a bigger risk, and if she did go all in and wager everything, this win would have given her the lead. She decided to play it safe instead. Ultimately, Isaac Hirsch ended up winning the game. However, if Brenna ever looks back on this decision, this was a pivotal moment that could have completely changed the nature of this game, as well as a stark reminder that sometimes in life, it may actually be better to risk it for all the marbles rather than playing it safe. Jeopardy! Host Ken Jennings rubbed some salt in the wound by telling Brenna, "Maybe you could have bet more." Whether or not this was a malicious comment from the host, many Jeopardy! Fans feel Jennings was out of pocket for this remark, essentially rubbing it in and kicking Brenna when she was down. We also know that even though Hirsch continued his winning streak, this was a crucial moment that could have changed the game if Brenna bet more. In the world of quiz shows, few things are as exhilarating as watching contestants battle wits over a wide array of trivia. Yet, among the thrill and excitement, there lies an undercurrent of pressure that can turn an enjoyable competition into a nerve-wracking experience. This was the case in a recent episode of Jeopardy! When Ken Jennings, a legend in the trivia world, took a moment to deliver some unexpected and harsh criticism to one of the players. Setting the stage, it was an ordinary Thursday night, and millions tuned in to see who would emerge victorious in the latest round of Jeopardy! The atmosphere was electric, with the familiar theme music playing as contestants took their places behind their podiums. Among them was a newcomer, Mike, who had been dreaming of this moment for years. Armed with an impressive range of knowledge and a contagious enthusiasm, he seemed poised to make his mark. However, as the game progressed, it became evident that Mike was struggling. While his opponents, seasoned players, deftly navigated categories that ranged from U.S. history to classical literature, Mike stumbled over questions that he would have typically aced in a casual trivia night with friends. His excitement turned to anxiety as the scoreboard displayed a widening gap. The moment of truth. As the game moved into the final Jeopardy round, Mike found himself in a precarious position. The category was famous authors, a topic he was confident in, but the pressure was palpable. He wagered a significant amount, hoping to claw his way back into contention. The clue flashed on the screen, and as he wrote down his response, a mixture of determination and dread washed over him. When the time came to reveal their answers, the other players confidently showed theirs. But when it was Mike's turn, he faltered. Instead of a bold answer, he hesitated, muttering a few incoherent words before revealing his response. Ernest Hemingway? Maybe? A collective gasp echoed in the studio. The correct answer was Mark Twain. It was at that moment, as Ken Jennings prepared to read out the scores, that he made a surprising pivot. Instead of merely announcing the results, he leaned into the moment with a pointed remark. The critique. Mike, Jennings said, his tone shifting from the usual warmth of a game show host to something more akin to a stern mentor. This is the final round of Jeopardy! You can't approach it with uncertainty. If you're going to play this game, you need to be more decisive. Remember, hesitation can cost you dearly. The room fell silent, and Mike's face flushed with embarrassment. Contestants often receive critiques, but Jennings's words hit hard, especially coming from someone who had set records in the show's history. It was as if the spirit of the game had shifted, the friendly competition turning into a harsh lesson in sportsmanship. A mixed reaction. Viewers at home were divided. Some appreciated Jennings's attempt to instill a sense of urgency and seriousness into the game. After all, Jeopardy isn't just about trivia. It's about strategy, quick thinking, and confidence. Others, however, felt that the criticism was too harsh, especially when a player was already down. It raised questions about the ethics of critiquing a contestant during such a vulnerable moment. Social media erupted. Fans took to Twitter to express their opinions, with hashtags like #TeamKen and #PoorMike trending simultaneously. While some defended Jennings, arguing that tough love is essential in competitive environments, others lamented the potential impact of such remarks on a contestant's mental health. The aftermath. As the show concluded, Mike left the stage with a mixture of defeat and introspection. While he hadn't won, he had gained an experience that would stay with him long after the credits rolled. He reflected on Jennings's comments, realizing that the world of high-stakes trivia wasn't just about knowing facts. It was also about how one handled the pressure of competition. In the days that followed, Mike found himself in a whirlwind of interviews and online discussions. He expressed gratitude for the opportunity to compete and acknowledged that Jennings's critique pushed him to think about his approach to trivia. He committed to training harder, not just in knowledge, but also in mental fortitude. Ken-Jennings's reflection. For Jennings, the moment also sparked reflection. He had been in Mike's shoes, facing the weight of expectations and the thrill of competition. While he believed in the value of honesty, he recognized that the delivery of criticism could make all the difference. Jennings took to his social media to clarify his intent, emphasizing that he only wanted to motivate players to perform their best. He acknowledged that perhaps, in that moment, he had missed the mark. Conclusion. In the grand tapestry of Jeopardy moments, this episode would undoubtedly be remembered, not just for the trivia, but for the raw emotions that unfolded on screen. It served as a poignant reminder of the complexities of competition, where triumph and failure intertwine, and where the words of a mentor can resonate long after the game is over. In the end, both Ken-Jennings and Mike emerged with valuable lessons. For Jennings, it was about the importance of empathy in leadership. For Mike, it was about resilience and the willingness to grow from adversity. And as fans continued to debate the merits of the harsh criticism, one thing was clear. In the world of trivia, every question, every answer, and every critique plays a role in shaping the player's journey.